Right, so. Right, so we've only got 20 minutes, and this takes a little bit of organization. So, I would like to propose that we do a spot of deep networking. Deep networking is a format I invented, which was the antidote to speed networking, because I went speed networking once. And I don't want to diss the format, because I'm sure it works for some people, but I stank at it. And it was out of that I developed the idea of deep networking, which is just a different way. It's just a different way of doing stuff. But phase one of deep networking is called the structured mingle. Now, the mingle can be an awkward part of the networking process. So here's a relatively straightforward way to structure it, such that at the end of the structured mingle, we should be in groups of 4. 4 is the ideal number. I don't know if that works out. We'll just see how it goes. But the objective is to organize yourselves into groups of 4 using the following criteria. A, people that you don't know. And B, people whose businesses are least like your own. Does that make sense? So people that you don't know, people who are least like your own, if you could organize yourselves into groups of 4. Okay, phase 2. Phase 2 of deep networking is as follows. Maybe one representative from every group could come and collect one of these. This is the dialogue menu. Oh, wait a minute, let me explain it first. This is the dialogue menu, which has a set of instructions and a set of questions. Your objective as a group, with the maximum point of consensus, that'll do, is to work out which are your favorite 3 questions on this list. There's about 12. Which are, as a group, with a maximum consensus, which are your favorite, i.e. most interesting questions, the questions that you are most interested in. And then prioritize those 3 questions. And when you've got to that stage, you should maybe just pick the first question and dive straight in. I imagine by that point you'll probably know what to do. Just in case, on the back, there's a set of meta questions, which are questions about the questions. Don't jump straight to the meta questions. Go with the questions. That's on another piece of paper. So is that fairly straightforward? Any questions on that? Yeah, you can. Oh, there's a rush.
Is success fair?
Is success fair? Let's just go with the top one. Let's go with the top one. So we've got, is success fair over here? Go over here. What was your favorite one?
My favorite was, what are the questions about success would start an interesting conversation?
Ah, what other question? You went straight for the kind of meta question. And over here, what was yours?
Would you rather be a happy failure or miserable success?
Happy failure, miserable success.
Can you have success without failure?
Success without failure.
Success and friendship.
Success and friendship.
Can you have success without failure?
Success without failure. At the back.
You
didn't have one, fair enough.
Just had a conversation.
No, I didn't have a conversation. That's a very broad spread, actually. There's scarcely any repetition there. Do you suppose that, did anybody during the course of that process maybe change their mind about something? Yeah. A little bit of yes, a little bit of yes, a little bit of no. I think, this in essence is what experimental philosophy is all about. It is about creating an environment where it's possible to share our experience, share our insights, share the stuff that we ourselves might not actually be consciously aware of, because you don't really tap into it unless you need to, right? Unless you're in a discussion with somebody and you're trying to work out which is your favorite thing, yeah? And you think one thing and they think another thing, and you have to think, well, hang on, why do I think that? Because I need to explain it to this guy. So the point of that exercise is really not necessarily to find a question and discuss the question, but the process of discussing the questions is, it's what you might call meta-thinking, in fact. But that's a different story. So does anybody feel, as a result of that process, that they got to know the people that they were talking to a little bit better? Got to know a little bit about their values and beliefs? Under the skin a tiny bit? Okay. Well, did anybody end the session slightly more confused than they did at the beginning? Yeah, confusion, I think, in philosophical terms. confusion is a good thing. If you show me somebody who's not confused, and I'll show you somebody who's not really thinking stuff through. Yeah. So, well, if people are knowing each other slightly better, slightly more confused, then I think essentially my work is done here. So I'll leave you with one more thing. I believe it was Plato who said that there will be no end to the strife of mankind until the philosophers have become the rulers, or until the rulers have become the philosophers. And technically you are now all philosophers. So congratulations, well, it is quite a responsibility. And there's one final point on success, which is, I think there are only two really fundamental principles of success. And the first one is, never reveal all the goodies too soon. Thank you very much.